So this is our first time walking in for, what was this, 2023 Hall of Flowers, Santa Rosa. My man E-Man, got Brendan. We just taking over for Nehemiah since he couldn't be here. It's actually I thought it was gonna be a rainy day.
Bro.
Blake, do my intro.
Do your intro?
Do my intro.
What's the intro for? You gotta give me context.
I got two niggas in the intro.
Why blood coming up in your cheesing like that?
Because it already Let's sing.
I got some good news for us, man.
What is
It's
it?
on camera.
Talk to
It
us.
better be good.
We up and coming, man. We the black-owned delivery company service, man. We gotta get up to this green, you know.
Get up in there, dog. Get up in there.
Like, damn, Tyler got the song. That nigga got the flavor. Hey, look like Jada Waiter.
He that cold as a motherfucker.
They're like, damn, man, Tyler got the sauce. He got the flavor. Bad now, stand bitch. We look like Jada Waiter.
Alright, so I'm taking place in Nehemiah. Obviously the better looking host.
Boy, if you don't.
And I'm also here with my co-host, D, man. This is our Hall of Flowers.
Bro, shout me out. Are you serious?
Oh, my bad, bruh. Yeah, shit. Let's run it back.
Come on, man. Nah, it's raw and uncut right now. Keep it going.
This is our Hall of Flowers haul, my personal haul. And this may look like a lot of stuff, or we just going out there trying to grab a whole bunch of things, but actually all these products, I personally talk to every brand. Again, of course, they give you goodies and stuff like that, bags and totes. The product, that's the main purpose of Hall of Flowers, connecting with brands. That's the overall general purpose. I'd say for this Hall of Flowers specifically, I would say it's try to deepen relationships with brands that we already have product on our shelves, basically, for better discounts, better understanding the brand, how we can be better partners almost. People like to think it's just a retailer and a distributor, or you're just bidding their product, but it's really a two-way street, because the more product you sell, the more product you buy back from them. That's just advice for both sides. As long as you look at it as a partnership. Again, this is just products that I picked up. This isn't everything that obviously we have on our shelves. We may do another video where I go through individually, or we might do that now. I don't know how much time Nehemiah is gonna allot me on his channel, because I ain't paying no fees. But yeah, we can obviously the cameraman can show you each individual brand. That's a lot of stuff on the table. You got Doja Pack, Granda Flora, High 90s, Laughing Gas, Days Off, Fig Farms. Yeah, so much gas on here. Stizzy. Cookies is obviously somewhere missing from the table. But yeah, this is everything. I don't want to shout any brands, because I hate to miss brands that actually do a lot for us. But just in minds of where I'm going, how I'm thinking, where I'm walking through is obviously how it looks. And I'll just use the Fig Farms for example. So somebody showed me this. The first thing I'm gonna look at is the jar, or how it's packaged. Because that way you'll know, okay, cool, if it's gonna be on delivery, it's glass, I'm obviously have a certain amount of space for that. If it's in a bag, it's just different for different. That's the first thing I'm looking for. It may not be the same thing for you. And then the second is obviously the flower itself. So you do a quick look. I like to have my camera phone on a lot, not to usually just take pictures, but to use a flash. That'll just give you you get to see the trichomes, get to see the actual color, because a lot of time the light is terrible. Man, so for me, this gives a nice pungent. I get a little garlic. This is the blue face from Fig Farms. Again, probably a lot of people's favorites. Then third would obviously be price point. So again, these are all the things we're doing in front of the brands, which is great about Hall of Flowers, because you have somebody from Fig Farms right there in front of you. Just go over the product with you if you got any questions. And then of course, the last is I'm asking about price point, and because at that point, I already have the calculator in my head of how much you have to sell it for. Somebody may tell you, oh, this is $5 to you, and then you know instantly that that's a great deal and you make an order there. Unfortunately, I don't really have the luxury to order at Hall of Flowers, just because it's so much stuff. We have to plan our menu. Before, you can order certain things here and there, but just for us, we're trying to be better at ordering, more disciplined when it comes to ordering, just because you really need to spread out your SKUs. You need to predict what you're going to be able to sell, and that's impossible when it comes to cannabis. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll probably do a separate video of us obviously unboxing this and giving you better flower photos under light, showing you different products. Got diamond infused pearls. I'm pretty sure people never seen that. A little snow pops.
Oh, this is crazy.
Yeah, well, your minutes are going to be affected by whether or not you pull the trigger and make those shots. All of a sudden it changes.
D-Man, can you tell us about your previous experience at Hall of Flowers and the importance of it?
My previous experience at Hall of Flowers, I believe I went to the last, was that Santa Rosa, 2022. But anyways, the importance of it is to make genuine connections. Obviously, you have the buyers, the people who's coming, selling, and everything. So you just want to make the connections, network with all the different vendors that's in there. Pretty much, you want to grasp of get a few better ideas of what you would like on your shelf if you're trying to market the way you are, sales, those are overall important. And the main thing is to have fun as well. Everything you do in this industry, you want to have fun. What's the purpose of doing it?
What do you personally love most?
Personally, in what aspect are you?
No, just what do you love most about Hall of Flowers or cannabis or the culture, your job? I don't know if you want to touch on something real quick for the people. Just because they'd never formally met you before, this is their first time. You know?
Oh, I've been in this pretty much since the start. Met a lot of genuine people. I would say that's my best thing that I love about it.
People. You love people.
Oh, yeah. The right kind of people.
You love all people.
Yes. Yeah, but no, the connections that you make, the genuine people that you experience, you come around, you can never take any of that for granted.
Yeah. And okay, so let's just say you a buyer, right? Give the people some clarity. You had to choose some flour, and you walked over here and you saw this shelf. How would you go about choosing products, or how would you go about approaching, or what questions would you ask a vendor that had products to get the most information if you wanted to make a sale?
If I wanted to make a sale myself?
Yeah. To the customer. I'm just saying, like, when you're at Hall of Flowers and we're looking for something to buy, and you come up here and you see all these flowers, what's your thought process on that?
It's something I want to buy, right?
Yeah. Basically, long story short, what makes products good? What makes them good?
What makes them good? Where is it coming from? The atmosphere? Are they packaged? What's the terps on it? There's so many different fields that we can get into the specifics. How is it testing? Which market it can go in? As far as when you're buying this, what am I buying it for? Are they which customers? Is it high-end customers? My customers will like this. The price of sale.
That's a good point.
Also, a lot of different factors that can go into it. So I would just say that's one thing you can know. Your customer base, your profit margins. You want to know all the right percentages in it.
That's right.
Yeah, those, I would say, the fundamental things about it.
Got any other tips or tricks for the people?
Man, learn, read, do your research. Knowledge is key. Way to go, man. Network.
Danny?
Yes.
Tell us about your Hall of Flower experience.
It was not as live as it normally is. There weren't as many vendors, more ancillary, so processing, packaging, papers.
Yeah.
The theme this year seemed to be liquid diamonds. Everyone had some sort of liquid diamond cart. The flower was good. There was some nice stuff.
Brands you've already seen before.
Yeah.
And brands you already carry. Any new brands that stuck out to you?
And
that's hard to.
King.
Oh, yeah.
But that's just because it was something new. That whole Traffic King type of packaging. The Ventura Farms, that stuff's nice for the price point. I think it's like $5 an eight. Outside of that, there was a lot more companies that had rosin. You can tell that everyone's shifting to solventless. The sauces and stuff are phasing out. People weren't giving out as much.
Like hugs?
Absolutely hugs. No, for retail, I'm sure there was tons of business and tons of samples, but if you were just a customer that was going for the excitement of that, they didn't have much for.
Oh yeah, like product wise. Yeah.
No, it was for retailers.
Yeah, when you throw on an event, huh?
The big brands weren't there. The Cookies, the Cures, the Seed Junkies. Traditional is still growing. You can tell they have a huge market share.
How do you feel afterwards?
Overall?
Yeah.
We give the event like a 6, 7.
Anything you want to say to Neo? We're all pretending to be Nehemiah today.
I love you, man.
Oh.
Take care of that family.